Okay, I think we're live. Hello, Huggy Bear. Sorry for the delay. Here we are.
Hello, Norbert. I was getting a bit worried there.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Sorry, everybody who've been waiting. We went very late. Can you message the guys in the game that we are ready and streaming? And
Just
meanwhile, I'll introduce everybody. Everybody, this is Norbert from London. Very happy to have you along this time. Sorry for the delay to getting the stream going. We had a bit of trouble here for me getting into my flat because the lift was out of order and it was a big disaster. Nonetheless, I'm here with my good friend Huggy Bear. How are you doing?
I am doing very well tonight, Norbert, and I am psyched to be back on the show.
Yeah, it was great to stream you last week. That was really interesting to do for a change of pace, but I definitely missed having you on, and it was really wonderful to have you back here for week two, especially with this match. Brotherhood versus Criminal Syndicate sounds just so perfect. Unless they go, Brotherhood versus Black Order, I'm not sure.
That may very well happen. Black Order certainly has a decent matchup into Brotherhood. So it's going to put Quinn a bit on the spot here because he can decide to go either wide with Mystique or go for a more traditional Brotherhood build. But either one differs a lot in effectiveness, whether Dame, Dame
Yeah,
DM, DM, yeah,
Damidium, sure.
Dame DM picks Black Order or Criminals. So he's in for a tough dilemma there.
Yeah, I mean, I find it really fascinating. So I'm really looking forward to this match. We just found out that they are going to be playing 17 Threat. Looks like, who won the roll off? Looks like Dame did. By the way, I looked into it. He told me he's from Slovenia, which I don't think we've had before, which is
Oh,
interesting.
nice.
Yeah,
Looks
he
like Quinn won the role though.
Quinn. Oh yes, three roll hits. Beg your pardon, three hits. Quinn won. Quinn put down Alien Ship, I guess. I'm not sure which one he chose, but they indicated they were
Quinn,
going to play 17 points for sure.
indeed, and that would be Dame's choice.
Dame's choice. Yeah, exactly. So I'm not sure who picked which crisis, but we have Riot Spark, which is a classic, and Alien Ship Crashes Downtown.
Quinn certainly picked Alien Ship because Dame is not running that.
Okay, perfect. So now we know. So that means he picked Extracts. Now he is the one playing Brotherhood, so he's taking a very slow scenario with high points, probably so that he can play the attrition game. Would you agree?
Yeah, the thing is that this crisis combination is perfectly fine for both criminals and Black Order. So the crisis selection has done nothing in favor of Quinn, not making his choice any easier here.
So you're saying
So
it didn't matter, or what do you mean?
I'm saying that the crisis combination does not narrow down the probability of what choice Dame will be making between Black Order and criminals. So it's highly unpredictable from the perspective of Quinn what he will be facing, and that makes it difficult for him to pick how he wants to shape his team.
Okay, interesting. All right.
He could go either for a traditional Magneto build or pick Mystique as a leader and try to go wide, which would be the better choice against Black Order. But the traditional Magneto build is likely better against criminals.
You know, oh, what did I want to just say? Oh, that went right out of my head. Anyhow, and I'm sure it'll come back. Um, I'm just going to let everybody know that we are streaming now. We are live. Let me put that into the chat. Here we are.
Evening, Wargaming Dad.
Hey. So, question is what do you think Dame is going to be taking? Criminal Syndicate or Brotherhood? Or Black Order, rather.
It's quite it's quite hard to say because I think it comes down to what he prefers as a player, and I've never seen him play before.
Yeah.
In a vacuum, I suppose that Black Order maybe.
Yeah.
But Criminals is certainly not bad, particularly since he is. He's actually not running Black. Yeah, he is running Black Cat. Yeah, so he can steal the power core should it be found, and staggering Magneto is also fun with her spender. Um, Luke Cage is not bad into the Brotherhood matchup, so he can build a good Criminals team into that matchup too. But I think the choices are on Dame's side here, and I think Quinn is the one sweating right now.
Interesting. Yeah, because Brotherhood is fantastic at attrition, no doubt, if he takes Magneto. But Black Order is still better.
The thing about Black Order is that they are very, very good at taking out Magneto. They are basically what the Thanos Corvus combination does is that every round he gets to pick one model anywhere on the table basically and make sure it dies.
Mm-hmm.
That's one particular model, and if there's a Magneto there, it's kind of obvious who you pick.
He does have Mystique to play with, which would be really interesting.
For sure, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's what we're going to see.
Mm-hmm. Me neither. Me neither. The question is how well experienced is Quinn in using Mystique? Because she is definitely a far different beast.
Oh, for sure. She's not bad into Criminals at all. I mean, her shapeshifter superpower that denies reactive superpowers for the opponent cuts around both Kingpin's and cuts around Kingpin's damage reduction. So that's not bad at all. Killing Kingpin is but we have a result.
Yep,
and it is
Magneto with Juggernaut. Woof, he's going large, but very narrow, very narrow.
yeah.
But Rogue is the new hotness in Brotherhood, and so maybe she's going to help make this happen for Quinn.
Yeah, quite possibly. And Dame is apparently playing Criminals with Corvus and Proxima, so kind of a mix there.
Whoa!
And this will be very interesting. I think that picking Magneto as a leader, I don't think Quinn could have hoped for a better result. Mm-hmm. Had Dame gone full on Black Order,
yeah.
I certainly think he would have been heavily favored here. Mm-hmm. He could even play a point down and be favored. But now I think it's more of an open game because he's going to have the punching power of Corvus, but without the immense control abilities of Thanos on the table.
And that is one way to deal with a criminal syndicate, because they like to stay on points, and if you move them out of the way, it's the other way around, isn't it? Criminal Syndicates doesn't like seeing Black Order, but here he doesn't have the control to mess around with Magneto and company. So
then again, we're also seeing Quinn taking 4 characters on a D map here, mm-hmm. and that is a bit of a gamble. It speaks that he will be going heavy on attrition, because having just 4 characters there easily creates situations where you have to choose between giving up points or keeping expensive characters out on a flank to park on a secure, which is certainly not optimal.
This is interesting. Of all the cards that Quinn took, this one is unusual. Magnetic Refraction.
Yeah, it's a great card. Perhaps more easy to apply on a narrow crisis, but certainly very, very powerful, especially in combination with the damage reduction abilities of Rogue and Juggernaut.
All right, we're well underway already. We have Quinn with Magneto just about in the center. He's got Toad right in the center, which he's about to move there, and Rogue on the right flank, Juggernaut on the left flank. Meanwhile, Dame has got Kingpin in the center, Corvus Glaive, Proxima right next to one another, all in the center basically. Hood all the way on the right, and Bullseye all the way on the left. Scenario is alien ship, so that's the three down the center of your screen, where there's be a hidden Kree core somewhere, which people rarely find, although Corvus has a better chance at it, and Riot Spark, as Huggy, you mentioned, it was the D-shaped, so these consoles, which I actually hate. I just don't like playing on D scenarios at all. I never really know how to work my team.
Oh, you. I just think you have to go 5 wide unless you have a plan for heavy attrition. Like Black Order going 3 wide is certainly viable, but if you're going to play the scoring game at all, I think you need 5 characters on Riot Sparks, unless you're playing a very slow extract or research station. Yeah. But 5 characters certainly help, because you will be forced to keep 1 or 2 characters out of the fight, likely, to score points, and you don't want that to be expensive characters wasting their actions.
Hey, Krabalaus, welcome to the stream. Okay, so we've got, it looks like Toad just went ahead and sat on the back Extremis console, probably waiting things out until that Kree core gets found. And then Kingpin is similarly standing back on the back points on Dame's side.
Yeah. Certainly, Dame will be the player most motivated to look for the power core here, while I think that Quinn's main focus of attention will be to try and make the game go as long as possible so that he has time to whittle down Dame's characters.
Yeah.
There is an interesting dynamic to this game due to the fact that Dame is running the card All According to Plan, which is a signature team tactics card for Criminal Syndicate, which allows him to steal priority for 10 power. So that means that if he can execute his moves properly, he can get a back-to-back activation, activating last and then immediately activating first. So if he dazes a character last in one round, then he can immediately KO it next round with Corvus, for instance.
Yep.
The problem is that those 10 power has to come from Criminal Syndicate affiliated characters.
Yep.
And there aren't particularly many of those on the table. It's only Kingpin, Bullseye, and Hood.
Yeah. And none of those are particularly known for generating tons of power.
Hood is generating power if he gets his shots off, but he tends to want to spend it on healing people. So he's gonna be making some tough choices there.
Yeah, agreed. It's not going to be easy to pull it off, but if he does, like you said, Dame will never lose priority.
Ironically, Kingpin is not great at generating power either.
Because whoa! Early Kree core discovery by the Juggernaut. That is not good for Dame. Oh
no, that is very big.
Wow.
That changes everything.
Wow. Oh man, that is a gift from the dice gods right there. I don't know what Quinn did and what kind of sacrifices he offered in the north of England.
It's not catastrophic for Dame. He is quite likely going to score 3-3 on points this round anyway, but criminals tend to need to take the lead early, so that they can score out the game fast.
Yep.
And Juggernaut, in particular, being the character that found it, being the toughest on the table to kill, not good news for Dame.
No, because now Juggernaut has to either just run around, run away, stay safe, and Magneto could go and just be baller wherever he wants to go and
Yeah.
kill people.
Yeah, interestingly, Quinn suddenly doesn't really have an incentive now to go for just seeking out the enemy, so to speak. He can just keep his distance and try to score evenly, fish out some an easy character, like perhaps getting an attack into bullseye somewhere, or maybe a throw with Magneto. We'll see.
Yeah. Now, on the other hand, let's not forget he does have Corvus and Proxima. They are
Yep.
good tools to take down Juggernaut. And then once he drops that Kree core, Criminal Syndicate affiliation ability comes in, and they can start passing that baby around way, way, way away from everybody else.
Let's not forget the dice factor that comes into play in this particular game. Marvel Crisis Protocol is a dice game for sure, and certain games more than others get affected by spikes and whiffs, and this is a matchup where both players have a limited amount of control abilities. I mean, sure, criminals have their leadership, which is a huge control factor. But other than that, superpowers like throws and pushes and things like that, not particularly many of those on the table currently. So that means that the kind of control we're going to see is characters getting killed.
Okay, put it out there.
Aggressive control.
Now remind me, I don't think Proxima has a way to get. Does she have a way to get Corvus to teleport in next to her?
She does not. Since he's not running Black Order, he cannot take Mothership,
Yeah.
which is an affiliated card for them. But what he's measuring here is certainly husband and wife.
Yeah, for sure.
Which I don't really know because it's not going to affect the priority. Since Quinn had Prio and has 4 characters, which is 1 less than Dame, then had they had the same number of characters, Dame could have swung priority by double activating, so to speak. But now he is unable to do that.
Right. First attack of the game, Proxima going into Juggernaut. Nice hit. Nice hit.
Oh my god.
Woof. You talking about dice before, didn't you? And
Yeah.
Juggernaut didn't save any. Yikes.
Yep.
Unfortunately rolled into a skull with the crit, but nonetheless, that's 4 damage right on the nose. Boom.
And he put 5 damage on.
He put 5, yeah.
That's probably 1. Oh, no. He took 1 damage from the power core.
The Kree core for not attacking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is
wow. What a crazy game to start with. I love Marvel Crisis Protocol. You really don't know what's going to happen at any given moment.
For sure, and the challenge of it is how do you respond to this?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, because it's always there's always a chance with MCP. Yep. We've seen it over and over again.
You have to constantly adapt and change your game plan. Sorry. And react to things happening on the table. Quinn's game plan is definitely different now than just a couple of minutes ago when he found the power core. But we're seeing Dame placing Proxima.
Yeah, it's part of her attack, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why not against the? Why not against the? Contest.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe he wants to leave room for Corvus to land there.
Maybe, or he.
Maybe he's changed his mind. Yeah.
Yeah,
he's just changed his mind. Okay, that's more like it. All right, very good.
Kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah.
So good decision.
Yeah.
So did you have the chance to get a drink, Norbert?
Oh, I do. Tonight I have, look at this big bottle I got. I got a big bottle of Doombar Amber Ale. Balanced and Moorish.
Yeah. I went ahead and made myself a raspberry gin and tonic
Oh, nice. How did you make the raspberry?
by putting raspberries in it.
Oh, okay. I thought you might have added in
No,
a.
it's actually it's a special raspberry tonic,
Oh, okay. Now
and
we're talking. Now I'm with you.
mixed with a locally produced gin here, Skånska Spritfabriken,
Uh-huh.
uh,
Uh-huh.
which basically translates to the Scanian Liquor Factory, located just a couple of miles from where I live.
Well, this is made
Uh,
in Cornwall, which is made in England or the Cornish Kingdom, if you're float that way. So we're drinking very local beverages tonight. I think that's very
yeah,
appropriate. Love it.
very
Right.
appropriate.
So looks like
Magneto Asteroid M into.
well, no. I think that was Corvus. Corvus walked up because he did the husband and wife thing. So,
He couldn't because that's only range
oh, this
3.
is Magneto. Sorry, I thought it was
Yeah.
Corvus. Yeah. Sure, it's Magneto taking out Proxima. Got it. And that,
And it's Asteroid M has been spent.
okay, got it. Yes, I see it now. I was too busy drinking ale. We're getting the ale ready. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for streaming with us.
Cheers, guys.
Mm. Well, Magneto
Oh my God,
was
this
like,
is bloody.
yeah, not tolerating any of this nonsense on Juggernaut.
Oh man, that's
This game is nuts.
This game is certainly nuts. And now Dame's running out of landing spots next to that bottom secure from our perspective.
Mm-hmm.
So Quinn looks to be scoring that, and that is going to put him in a 4-2 lead, quite likely, after the first round, which is very good result against Criminal Syndicate in particular, who really wants to get ahead big round 1 and round 2, and then just try to weather the storm.
Yeah.
Because they usually don't have that much punishing power, but as we know, Dame is running Corvus and Proxima here, and when they're on the table, anything can happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Just thinking, how is he gonna take priority? Dame, that is. That'd be big if he could do so.
Mm. He's certainly not going to do it for round 2. So Quinn, if he puts Corvus in front of Magneto there, Magneto will be able to just go to town on him. Maybe even KO Proxima if he's lucky with his throws. Then again, both Corvus and Proxima have their invulnerability damage reduction, which is great against throws in particular. I don't know if you can see the size of the building in the middle. Is it a size 5 or a size 4?
I will check. Size 3. It's a dumpling restaurant.
Yeah, size 3, yeah. And Dame has Brace for Impact too. So.
Your video's frozen. I need to get you fixed up.
All right.
Don't know why it does that somehow. Whenever I
apparently it fixed itself.
yeah, it's so bizarre. Okay, when it's not active somehow it freezes for some reason. Don't know why. I need more screens. I need to become a professional streamer. Man, I was watching another one of these streamers, Huggy. I think I told you about this one. She's because Twitch suggests these things to me. She sits on this chair with her leg up and is just like playing this role-playing game, sort of. I don't know, but just not saying anything, not really reacting terribly much, kind of hitting some buttons, casual.
You wearing a shirt?
Yeah, she was clothed. She was clothed. It was, but good looking, but okay. But casual, 200,000 subscribers. I don't understand.
I think we missed that Quinn actually med-packed Juggernaut.
Yeah, he did point the arrow towards the right. Now I understand what he was doing. Yeah, I need to get my leg up, Krebelaus. That's all the difference. That's what's been holding me back. Is good flexibility. All right, we've got Rogue moved up behind that dumpling restaurant, she's putting an order in for takeout later to celebrate later, I suppose. And then also the construct is right next to her.
Yeah.
But I mean, let's
She
see.
can throw those if she wants to, but she can also throw bigger stuff.
All that's left to move is Bullseye, who's on the top side of the table.
Yeah. There's not much more he can do than just go for the top secure, scoring that point. Dami needs every point he can get.
Oh, I got Omnis Protocol. Hey, Charles, he's in the stream. He's got big plans for LVO next year. Recording games is definitely good, worthwhile for the community. But everyone's like, "When are you streaming? Are you streaming? Are you streaming?" I'm sure Charles' head was blown up. He had to do a kind of a macro key to just say, "No, we're not streaming at LVO. We don't have the kind of bandwidth for that." But he's working on it. Meanwhile, I'm streaming straight out of London, just cash, with my 200 subscribers, who I love dearly. Thank you so much. Yeah, Charles, when are you streaming? Are you streaming? Are you streaming? When's streaming? LVO. It's like, no, how about you buy a ticket and come to LVO and watch the game live? That would be even better for everybody. Hugo, when's your next big event?
Next big event? Not announced yet, but I think a local guy here is planning something slightly bigger in a month or two. But we're actually getting more turnout on our local tournaments now that the restrictions have more or less disappeared. So we had a local event with 10 people the other week. Would have been more if it hadn't been for a certain disease, but yeah, it's twice as many as just 1 month ago, so it's definitely going fast in the right direction.
But Hugo, are you streaming? Are you streaming those games?
No, we're not
No.
at the moment, at least.
Not streaming. Your local one dayer. Pathetic.
Are you?
No, we have our event coming up on the 5th of March, though, in London, which we're very pleased about. We got this biggest event that we've run so far, 24 players, sold out.
Oh, fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm really pleased. All right, that's Magneto's first attack into Corvus. He's done only 2 hit points of damage. That's not too bad. But here comes the second attack. Ooh, much better. 4 hits so far. Let's see if we get a good save from Dame. Not so great. See if the crit helps him out. Nope. Right, so there'll be 3 more damage going in, and I'm sure good old Magneto now is going to start hurling terrain at him.
Yeah. The score should actually be 4-1.
Yeah, 4-1. Something's up there.
Rather than 1-0.
Yep, there it goes. He's throwing the rusted van into the back of Corvus. Let's see if he dodges this bad boy. He's got 2 hit points. Yeah. 2 hit points. That was a size 3, I think.
Yep. Yeah. So he needs to dodge
4 points.
1.
No, it's size 3, right? So it's 4 points coming in. Oh, but he's got invulnerability. Yeah.
Yeah. So if he dodges 1, then he only takes 2. That's. I mean, he needs to dodge 2.
Quinn's showing 3. He put like.
There's something wrong with the overlay because Quinn.
Yeah.
It thinks that it doesn't register properly with how the points they've been putting up.
Oh yeah.
They're probably using the wrong token.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but it should definitely be 4-1. Yeah. Looks like brace. So awesome. Dame used his brace for impact, so Corvus is absolutely fine.
Yep.
But let's see, Magneto's got loads of power, so he's going to pick the Daily Bugle up. What's he going to pick? A construct up. Well, he could pick up the friggin' dumpling.
He could rob Rogue of her dumplings.
Which would be sad. Dumplings are good. So you're a Malmo playing your game. And what is it, 2 weeks, you said?
In 2 weeks. Next event is not announced yet, but probably by the end of March or something.
Oh, end of March. Okay. Mine's at the beginning of March. Yeah,
Right.
Krabalos, there goes the dumplings. She was waiting in the queue, and she was just about to get the damn bag, and
Then it just
got her picked up. She's like, no!
if Corvus dodges this, then it's like he picks it up and says, "This is mine now."
All right, here we go. 4 hit points of damage going into Corvus. What does he do? Ooh, nothing. He is toasted. He just got slammed like a dumpling.
Down, boy.
Oh, wait a minute though. Those count as crits? Do they? Does the reality gem help him dodge?
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
Oh wow.
That actually means he made it. Yeah.
What a crazy game. So he only took 1 hit point for that and is still alive. Looks like, I don't know, he's thrown a "Do you know who I am" card up. Juggernaut will spend 3, choose an interactive terrain feature or enemy character, and throw it long. Wow, so he can play that anytime. It isn't necessarily in Juggernaut's thing. Amazing.
So that will do the last point of damage to Corvus.
Amazing.
And force Proxima to make a dodge roll.
Mm-hmm. Great. That was masterful work by Quinn. He used everything he needed to deplete Dame of his cards and got Corvus knocked out, which was key because otherwise Corvus would be sitting there with 8 power, ready to wreck face.
And nobody wrecks face like Corvus.
Nope. Well, even more than Magneto. So I think this is the dodge roll. She's dodged 1, so she's going to take 2.
1, because she also has invulnerability.
Oh, for him's sake.
Invulnerability.
Yep. There it goes. Right. Well, she's sitting on a load of power. Does she have any output? Oh, God, is there more? What else is he doing? He's threw another card over. Magnetic refraction.
Which will give cover, even within 2. Both Magneto and any character within 3 of Magneto.
Wow. Quinn really tuned his list. I should mention, both of these gentlemen lost 1 game so far, right? It's only week 2, of course. But that means they need to win every game from now on if they hope to be in the finals. So this is a crucial game for the both of them.
Yeah, it kind of makes it more exciting.
It's sudden death.
Yep.
Okay.
These guys have everything to lose. So
what else is Meg? Oh no, this is Dame.
Here's that he placed his characters perfectly.
He really did. Yeah. And using the med pack on Juggernaut, oh my God, it's just backbreaking what he's done.
Looking pretty good so far.
I don't know. I think I would have taken Black Order into this matchup.
Yeah. I think I'm going to have to agree there. But maybe Dame is not that practiced with Black Order, or he doesn't like them.
That's right. Absolutely. It's always more important to go with what you're comfortable with.
For sure. This is a game where you can win with any affiliation as long as you are well practiced with them.
Yeah. Right. So Dame is trying to figure out what he's doing. We also don't know Dame, which is fine, which is good. Actually, you get new people playing, so we don't know what his skill level is. We don't know, what his purpose in playing in the league is, what have you. So he might be here just for a laugh. He hasn't decided yet what he's moving next. This is a crucial decision right now. I mean, do you feel like it's just a scrum fest at this point? There's no purpose in trying to score the other points?
Quinn is the one holding the key to maybe scoring out. As long as he can keep the power core and score 2 secures. Dame might make that difficult because of his leadership. Scoring 2 secures, that is.
Yeah.
But the interesting part here for sure is the southern part of the battlefield from our point of view. Corvus has been dazed, but that does not mean that priority will swing. So if Quinn can keep himself from doing damage to the affiliated criminals, to denying all according to plan from being played, then Magneto can, the first thing next round, KO Corvus.
Bullseye attacked into Rogue and did no damage. He has power to do his I never miss, but
Yeah.
I'm not seeing the point.
Well, Rogue is a tough character, and yeah, it appears as he has spent it. Every damage point counts, especially into tough characters.
Yeah. Okay. I want to also thank both players. I asked them to do the little tab arrow things to help us understand what the heck's going on, and they've been doing it marvelously. It's been so easy to follow along with what's going on. So thank you for being professionals in a amateurish stream. Right. So that was Magic getting bled from Bullseye, and 2 points, 2 hit points. But she's sitting on 6 power. That is going to be ugly later on.
Yeah, Rogue has gotten a bit of power now, and I think she needs 5 power to do her sweet round where she charges and does a strike, possibly a mutant absorption, and then her spender throwing someone off a point.
Ugh. Yeah. So he used his second
put out the hurt.
He used the second activation to move Bullseye back onto the point.
Yep.
So I'd imagine that he's trying to free up Kingpin to go and do some dirty. And Toad is going to do what Toad does and get the hell out of there and just score points like a little weasel. There he goes.
Yep.
Quinn.
Yep, that is and I think we will see a hop. Yep.
Yep.
Great move by Quinn.
Yep.
He is putting Toad on a point far from the action, which is where he really likes to be, and also he has now kept his more important activations, Rogue and Juggernaut, live, to be able to focus on already activated characters, because Quinn currently really does not want to daze a character that has not yet activated, because that would swing prio in favor of Dame, and that would be potentially disastrous for Magneto and Juggernaut.
Yeah, I'm just thinking if Dame wants to steal priority with his card, he's got 6 power so far. He needs 4 more on either. Well, Bullseye's done, so 4 more on Hood or Kingpin to make this happen. That's quite a bit, considering how tanky Juggernaut is.
It's certainly doable due to the automatic power generation from Hood. He could move, fire twice, getting up to 5 power with power up next round. Kingpin goes to 3. Yeah, so then he would have exactly have 10 power. But then he would burn every single power token on his CS affiliated characters. Limiting their power for next round.
So I think Quinn is up and he's deciding what to do. No, he's done Toad, right? So it should be Dame.
As Omnus very accurately pointed out here, Quinn can use his energy absorption on Rogue to steal some power away from one of Dame's characters, possibly making all the difference.
So we just had Proxima use the power to heal herself off the Extremis console. So yeah, must be activating her next. And what is Juggernaut's play here? Is he running away? Is he trying to beat up Proxima?
If Proxima is activated, there's really no point in not trying to KO her,
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yeah. Hmm. All right. He's still thinking it through, though.
Yeah. And Proxima, well, I suppose he needs to get that power core off of Juggernaut, because as long as he doesn't, Quinn is cruising to victory. So I think my guess would be that he is just contemplating which attack to make.
Mm-hmm. Right. Let's see. What are his choices? Let's find Proxima. Oh, here we go. Proxima to Magneto.
Into Magneto.
Interesting. And Quantum Starburst cost her 4. Let's see if he spends that. Yeah, it looks like he is.
This could be part of a plan where if he manages to daze Magneto here, steal priority with all according to plan, then he can KO Magneto with Corvus immediately next round.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is certainly
yeah, he could
impactful.
definitely. That's how I would be playing it. I don't know how to play well.
Does not affect the score at all, but
look at that
having one less Magneto on the board certainly will over the course of time.
That sucks. Look at that roll. 3 shields and a blank. 2 blanks. That is below. Bad. Yeah.
That's not what you want to see.
Nope. Especially after spending all that power, and he doesn't have enough to do it again. He shouldn't have healed himself, honestly. That was a mistake. Oh. That was a mistake. Because, I mean, there's no reason to do it ahead of time. I'm always tempted to do it because I tend to forget afterwards, and it really pisses me off. But in this case, you know, you had enough power to do 2 of those spenders. And he could have, you know, because not only is it doing damage, but it puts a ton of conditions up on Magneto.
Yeah, it does no damage here because Magneto has magnetic refraction up, so he had 2 blocks. So this should be
3 blocks again. Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Oh yeah.
Nope.
There is a pierce there. It's the normal attack, normal strike. Yeah, but pierce, he's playing a card, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He's pointing towards his card, so maybe it was a card of some kind. I'm not sure which one. Now, you know, if Hood is lucky and gets all his rapid fires, he would build 4 power off of that, and so then have enough to do all according to plan.
Yeah, that is if he is within 3 of a character. I'm not sure.
Doesn't look like it.
Proxima is very sad now because she has activated, so Quinn can go ahead and try to take her out without affecting his maintaining of priority.
Yep. All right. Proxima has taken the first hit, just 1 so far.
Yeah.
And Juggernaut's going to do it again.
Interesting that he did not.
That was a nasty roll. Look at that. Juggernaut stinking up the joint. PU. Yeah, he's going to heal himself at the last point. Man, these professional players, I love it. These arrows have been so great.
Yep, much better than those idiots playing last week.
I know, and it was doubly bad because you both were playing Convocation with the same characters, so we didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, luckily about
halfway. It's certainly one thing sitting on the sidelines like us and calling out stuff, and a totally different thing actually playing.
Yeah.
Especially when there is something on the line.
Yeah, and congratulations on winning that game. It didn't look good for you initially, so nice way to pull it off at the end.
Yeah, thanks a lot. It was very, very intense for sure, and it could have gone either way right down till the last activation, basically.
Yeah. All right, here's Kingpin.
And, those are the games to play.
Yeah. Kingpin looking to maybe get some power, if he can get 4 power off of a rogue. I don't know how tanky she is. I'm about to find out. I think she only had 3 defense dice, nothing special.
or 3/3, I think.
Oh, 4?
And then
Okay.
she also has invulnerability,
Oh, gosh.
and I think she's within 3 of Magneto, so there's damage, 2 points of damage mitigation there.
What? Oh, because she throw it off onto Magneto?
No, magnetic refraction.
Oh, yeah. Okay, got it.
Oh my god, that block.
Oh, man. Quinn is just like, he's steamrolling. Ugh. She got stunned.
Oof.
There's that. But no damage.
No.
Nope.
And at this point, Quinn could basically just do a mutant absorption into Kingpin, steal at least 1 power, then move back to his own console, and he will have made the perfect setup for next round.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Even if Kingpin at least got 2 points of power, then Hood could walk up and do the other 2.
Yeah, but Hood needs he needs all the power he has on his characters to enable all according to plan next round. Because if Hood generates 2 power from rapid fire here,
Yeah.
this round, then he's gonna be at 5 after power up next round.
Oh, yeah.
Kingpin's
Okay.
gonna be at
Yeah.
Kingpin's gonna be at 3. Bullseye is gonna be at 2, which all in all makes exactly 10 power.
Oof.
So if Quinn steals 1 power off Kingpin,
Yeah.
then he stops that from happening. But
he pushed him away. So let's see if
yeah,
Quinn picks up on that.
yeah, I suppose. Yeah, that was the wild from a King attack there.
Yeah. So he's healing himself off the Extremis console. Makes sense.
So he could just move up, steal a power, move back, because if he strikes Kingpin, he runs the risk of just giving him
Power. Yeah.
enough power. Yeah.
Is she throwing that thing?
Apparently,
Maybe she's doing it to generate power for her team.
yeah, yeah, it seems that way.
Mm-hmm.
No, actually, he wanted to. Oh, so he didn't go steal the power.
No.
Interesting. So he threw that so that Magneto can place a construct next round,
Oh, I
giving him
see.
another size 2 terrain piece to throw into Corvus.
Awesome. Great play.
Yep. I would not have said no to moving up, doing an absorption, which I think is costs 2 power, and then moving back.
Yeah.
To the exact same place where he ended up.
So if this is going to go the way we're thinking, what's his name has to move up. Hood has to move up and attack, and the crucial thing will be for him to get a hit, so that that the rapid fire triggers, and then it's all good.
If the rapid fire doesn't trigger, then it's
curtains.
Yeah. At least for the all according to plans play.
Yeah. All right, let's see if the attack comes in like we're thinking. Seems like it's going to be on Magneto. Yep, there we go. All right, people at home, get ready. Let's see if we get a hit here. Come on, Hood. Yes! Yes, he's in it. He is in it. Brilliant.
Nevertheless, no matter what happens with this attack, Quinn will be scoring 4 points. And no.
1,
Quinn will
2,
be scoring
5.
5 points. He's scoring 5 points against Dame's 1, which is catastrophic for the usual criminals game plan. Certainly, Dame has had his own take on it with the interesting Corpus and Proxima build. So, things can certainly happen if he takes priority now, and Corvus has some great rolls.
All right, let's see if this happens. The points have now updated on the overhead display, so it is correct at 9 points for Quinn to 2 to Dame. And let's see. Let's see if that card gets played like we're thinking. No? Oh no. Dame, what are you
It
doing?
appears that he's not playing it, unless he's doing it now. Possibly having
Good,
think about it.
come on. You come on, brother. You use the card and get Corvus in there. Okay, I guess not. Oh well.
Dice are rolling, so apparently it was not played.
Yep, and it's Magneto into Corvus.
Corvus, yeah. So currently doing 1 damage. Bring that to 3, right? Oof.
Yeah. Wow.
Stings.
Yeah.
Quinn could actually have placed his construct behind Corvus and Proxima to do the spender, both. Where he, yeah, possibly he just considers it better to throw it at them.
Yeah.
Probably is.
Yeah. You're talking about the area 2 attack that he has.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Another massive hit there. Gosh, Quinn's dice are on fire.
Ooh. Not a bad block, but 3, so 2 more damage.
Yeah. And now he's going to throw stuff until Corvus goes away.
That should be 2 more damage, but okay.
Invulnerability? Did you figure invulnerability?
Yeah, 5 versus 2 should be 2 damage, but yeah.
Looks like he's throwing him now.
Maybe I'm missing something.
No.
So, throwing.
Bit of a discussion going on between the players.
Yeah. Sacrifice.
Hey, it's Ulysses in the chat. Hey, my man. Another attack coming through. I guess this is the dodge, I'd imagine.
Sacrifice doesn't work on dodges.
Oh, he played sacrifice. Okay. So who took it? Was that Proxima?
So maybe it was, it was, I'm confusing the attack rolls. This is the second attack, and what we saw was the first attack, and then the 1 point damage to Corvus was from the throw of the construct.
Okay.
And now Proxima has taken sacrifice, which was a great move, because Magneto now doesn't have any attacks left. He only has 1 construct left to throw, and that is not a certain daze or KO.
Yeah,
I would say it's actually quite unlikely. Corvus has to dodge nothing.
They're reading sacrifice for some reason.
Yeah, it does not explode crits. So there should be 1 less.
Oh, cool.
Because you cannot add additional defense die to the defense roll. And exploding crits is adding
dice,
dice to the defense roll.
Interesting. Okay.
That is a part of the card that a lot of people haven't thought about. I hadn't thought about it until the other week when Pat mentioned it on the Across the Bifrost.
Good old Pat, keeping us informed.
Yeah, it was like, that's right.
So it's a bodyguard, but it's kind of a bad bodyguard, essentially, because you're kind of gimping your defense ability. What is this? Is this Proxima attacking Juggernaut? Oi, oi, oi.
Yeah. Apparently, Quinn did not throw the second construct, which makes it hard for Dame to get another character like Kingpin, for instance, within 1 of the secure.
Okay, so Proxima is going to be able to move now, right? She places herself after the attack, so maybe she's doing that to get out of the way, and then Corvus can move in. Yeah, on this sacrifice got a big bump in popularity in Season 7 for some reason. People just woke up to it. I guess because Okoye went away, and they're like, oh, what do I do without Okoye? Oh, look at this card. Quite.
Something like that. But why not both?
Yeah. Yeah, she's still a bodyguard, Okoye.
Yeah, it's a fantastic card.
Okay, looks like the second attack coming in. Oh, good hit. 2 crits in a wild.
Yeah, and
Oh.
there's a Pierce.
Oh, yep. That's going to make everything go through, Juggernaut.
Yeah, so
4 hits.
he can pay. He obviously pays for his damage reduction.
Okay.
So it takes 2. Goes. Maybe it wasn't.
Is that another card being tossed? I don't know. Disarm?
It looks like he was considering. Dame was considering Medpack
Oh, okay.
on Corvus, I suppose.
Yeah.
Possibly. Oops.
Yeah.
Possibly a disarm on Juggernaut. I don't know.
It makes sense.
Or he will just just trying to kill him instead. He needs the power core.
Yeah. Yep. Just taking a look at disarm. All according to plan.
I think that if Dame does not get the power core here this round, then I think we can call it.
Yeah. All right. Well, here's the big one. Here comes Corvus into Juggernaut. Juggernaut's sitting on 2 out of 8 hit points. So 6 to go, but he does have the pay to reduce damage. I just watched a couple of clips from on YouTube of all the Juggernaut scenes from the films. Yeah. I like the costume, but I'm not sure I like the actor doing it.
Vinnie Jones, right?
Yeah, I think so.
The football player.
Yeah.
And when I say football, I mean football.
Football.
Not football. Soccer.
Wow. Yeah, wasn't such a fan of him. Ooh. There we go. That's 1, 2, 3 hits, only 1 save. Why did so much go through? Oh gosh, I keep forgetting about the skulls counting with Corvus.
Yep.
Yeah.
And also he has Pierce.
Yeah, and Glaive Zeza he must have paid for because he's out of power.
Possibly that was a death blow though, but
so he's got 1, 2, 3 hits so far. Crit rolls into nothing. Oh, there we go. 4 hits into 1 save. That'll do it. That'll take down Juggernaut. Daze him. He's going to be staggering around, dropping that Kree core.
There it is.
And Magneto is done, so
yeah,
it's relatively safe.
And next round, there's a way bigger chance for all according to plan to be played. So not playing this, playing it this round may very well prove to be a stroke of genius.
Yeah, a risky play. He must be like a high stakes gambler in real life. He's in Slovenian casinos, just like, you know, wiping out all the rubes of their cash. And he's like, yeah, let me get into this MCP action now. I'm tired of all this poker. Or what? No, what do you?
It's where the real money is.
Yeah, yeah. Not poker. What's the big casino game in Europe?
Blackjack?
No. No. It's the one that James Bond likes to play in Monte Carlo. Baccarat. Thank you. He's a baccarat.
Is that actually a big game?
Well,
I have no idea how
that's
to play.
the high stakes game. It's the wealthy gentleman's game.
I only think he plays it in one movies, namely GoldenEye.
One is enough, okay, to establish precedent. And you know, Dame's in Slovenia just
plays a lot more Texas Hold'em in Casino Royale.
Man, Casino Royale was such a great reboot. Oh.
I have to confess that I'm not too big a fan of Daniel Craig's James Bond.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Interesting. What's going on here? Is there more attacks going in to Magneto now? Ooh. Is that a save, Magneto? Let's see here. If I'm thinking right, Corvus has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits and 1 save. Whoa.
4 because only the first skull counts.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
And he left that Kree on the floor, unless he's going to pick it up now.
Yeah, he might pick it up. No, apparently not.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
yeah,
he
yes.
did. Yeah. He just didn't execute.
I was wondering if you'd leave it and have Kingpin rock over and pick it up. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, could have been an option.
I'm
not
sure how much space was there though, because Corvus is sadly 1 power short of being able to pass it off to somebody like Bullseye or Hood. That's a shame.
Yeah, this is an interesting turn of events because Dame can secure priority next round with all according to plan, and either if he dazes Magneto this round, he could KO him next. And I don't know if Juggernaut hits hard enough to take out a fully healed Corvus in 1 activation. He would have the power to do his spender, which is like 10 dice, I think, but only once. And Corvus has invulnerability, so.
Yep.
We could also see Kingpin going in, putting some damage into Magneto.
Yep.
Hood helping out.
Definitely.
Possibly even getting enough power to do a Hail to the King on Magneto, leaving him staggered for next round. And then putting the hurt into Juggernaut. Tons of options.
Yeah. Interesting now. It's still on a nice edge here.
Yep.
And weighted against Dame, but he's got a chance.
Quinn is still very much in the driver's seat, but Dame has created some tension.
So did Quinn just pass? Because it looks like Dame's going again.
Yeah.
Right.
Possibly. He's not he's allowed to pass. He only has 2 activations left, whereas Dame has 3.
Yeah. So that's Hood going into Magneto.
Yeah. That's a decent block and no rapid fire.
Yeah. Hood's not the greatest into Magneto because he's shooting with Mystic, and
yeah, but the thing is though that usually Magneto pays for extra defense every time. So sure, it would have been way better to have any other damage type, but I think a very common mistake by players is looking at characters like Voodoo or Strange or Magneto and seeing, oh, they have such high Mystic defense, I can't attack them with Mystic attacks. Yes, you can. The game is geared towards the attacker. There are still more success results for on attack dice than on defense dice. So just put enough dice into them and you will power through.
Okay. All right. I mean, you're right about it being weighted that way. People who started the game out are kind of a bit taken by surprise by how aggressive it is. But I think that makes a more interesting game.
Yeah, certainly not the expected game image that you would expect from a Criminal Syndicate.
Okay.
And maybe even Brotherhood on a D.
So it looks like Quinn activated Toad by just letting him sit up there and relaxing, and so Bullseye looks like gonna go after him. I'm not sure why.
Well, the Criminal's leadership makes it so that if Bullseye just double moves, walks over there, then he's got the point, and
yeah. But sure, but I think at this point it's all about. Well, I mean, getting a few extra points, I suppose, is sensible. So Hood will give him 1. Proxima will get him 1. Yeah, because she's worth 2 over there. Oh
She's
no, she
not because
flipped.
she's
She
on her
flipped.
injured side.
Yeah. Okay, so that's going to
Quinn is still scoring that
yeah,
as things stand.
right.
But Kingpin might want to have a word with Magneto.
Yeah, that would be clutch if he could pull that off. So that would mean Dame would get 1, 2, 3, 4 points.
Appears that Dame is making an attack into Toad.
Oh dear. Okay.
Um, maybe a hit and run.
That would be great. But using that power, he needs 8 power.
Yeah.
I mean, he needs
Agreed.
10 power. Oof.
And he's paying for hit and run here. So he's basically sacrificing 1 power in order to do an attack into Toad, which is going to give Toad more power and not change the fact that Dame would have scored that console anyway.
Yeah, and I hold on to the power to use on all according to plan. So 3 hits into 1 shield. So I should do 2 into Toad. Yep. And let's see, did he pay for the hit and run? I think he did because he's on 0 power
Yeah, he did.
now.
Yeah.
So
So he gains 1 power from the attack, so he should end at 1.
yeah, and he'll get 1 from power up next turn, so that'll work out fine. But that was, man, Dame likes to play.
Yeah, it'll work out fine, but it forces him to pay another power on Kingpin, which can use that power for other stuff.
Mm-hmm. Man, I don't know what's going on. Interesting, very interesting. All right, that was Bullseye. So it's up to Rogue now.
Rogue versus Kingpin. See what happens.
It looks like he's going after Hood.
Yeah, he could double move there and
Toss him.
Yeah, or just try to steal power off of him. It looks like a charge though.
Yeah.
You can't toss him because he doesn't have enough power for that, I think.
Okay.
So this will be a normal attack.
All right.
Which is likely gonna force Hood to or allow Hood to turn into his demonic version, which is not great for Quinn.
No, because I mean he'll take out Rogue next time.
Maybe he certainly has a bigger chance of doing that. And he also becomes way more dangerous for someone like Magneto because his attacks become physical rather than mystic.
Mm-hmm.
And the 2 damage mitigation is huge.
Yeah. Yeah.
But seems like 1 damage, 1 sap.
Yep.
Did he pay for the removal of power? Possibly, yes.
What do you mean?
The muted absorption.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to help make all according to plan not happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was a nasty hit now. 4 hits. Oof. I'm not sure if Dame's rolled his defense dice just yet.
Yeah, there goes the all according to plan play.
Yeah.
Huge for Quinn.
God. Oh no. Oof. Oh man, that is sad. I was hoping to see that.
That was a big swing in power.
Oh.
Oof. Kingpin can still generate power by striking, for instance, Magneto.
Yeah, but he's only got a range 2, so he's only going to get 1 attack in.
Yeah, it's going to be 1 attack. But I mean, if he's going to be at, as things stand, Quinn will be at 6, 7. He needs 3 more power. If he hadn't hit and run with Bullseye, he would have needed 2 more power.
Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe take Kingpin against Rogue because she's a little squishier than Magneto. Magneto can pay for his extra defense dice right now.
Maybe. But then it's the important stuff is happening around.
In the wrong place. Yeah.
But points wise, yeah, Hood is still scoring the objective where Rogue is, so Quinn is bound to score maximum 1 here.
Yeah.
Did Hood turn into demonic?
Doesn't look like it. And he used his cloak. You know, he paid the power to use the cloak instead of, you know, even just dazing here would have been fine because you would have gotten all the power and then.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not notice him using the cloak. I just thought it was first one sap and then one really great mutant absorption.
Yep. Sure.
But yeah.
So this is Kingpin walking over within 2 of Rogue, as I thought, just because it's easier, although he's in the wrong spot, as we mentioned. Let's see. Maybe he does a massive hit. So let's say he could get a maximum of 4 points, 4 power off of Rogue. That puts him on 7. He'll get 8 next turn. 9, 10. He needs to daze her to get the all according to plan play.
6, 7. And he needs to generate 3. And with her invulnerability, that's going to be tough.
Yeah.
And that's not going to cut it.
Nope.
He will stun her, though. But this, in all essence, means that we are likely to say goodbye to Corvus first thing next round.
Yeah. Yeah.
Possibly Proxima as well.
So he's going to do some street level negotiations and toss her into that subway.
Yeah, this does not change anything.
Oof, Quinn dodged his all. No, it doesn't change anything. It's just, I guess, something for the sake.
Yeah, it's only Kingpin spending his power.
Yeah. Yeah. So Kingpin threw that subway entrance into Rogue, but she loved it. And that's the end of the turn. So score will go up. Yeah. Oh, thanks, guys. This is so good. So Dame is going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 points, putting him on 6. Yeah, and then Quinn goes on 10, 4 points behind. Turn 4 or turn 5? I thought it said turn 4 before.
Heading into turn 4 now.
No, that was weird. The overlay was incorrect before, but all right. So that was turn 3 that we just witnessed, starting at turn 4. Although we need somebody to clean up. Maybe it's because I haven't hit the cleanup button. Whoa, went up to round 6. I'm not sure what's going on. The overlay's a little bugged.
Yeah. Something is clearly wrong there. But
let me see.
Will Corvus survive this?
Yeah, it's right, Charles. They finished round 3. This is going into round 4. Let's see if the overlay is that.
Oh my!
No, it's on 6 for some reason. I don't know what they've been doing.
Looks like 4 damage into Corvus here.
Oof. 5.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I see. 4 damage on top of the one he had. Yep. Again, throwing in a construct.
Yep.
And that'll be that. Let's see, maybe Corvus will tank it. Let's see.
Possibly, but odds are no because his. Oh man!
maybe one save. Come on, Dice Gods.
Look at me
yes,
wrong.
yes.
It. Oh my god! Yeah, well, he's still gonna die,
Yeah.
obviously.
What do
But
you mean? He can do this all day.
Proxima might live.
Sure.
He can do this all day. Yeah.
Well,
If
let's
he
see.
gets, oh my God, if he gets another one of those and then
Oh,
nope, that's it.
so close.
Good
So
night.
close.
Good night, Corvus. Sweet Prince, and
Good night, sweet prince.
now I guess we'll see if Magneto can one-shot Proxima, putting up magnetic refraction again there.
Oh, is it because he can recycle that card? That's the one that you can
Yeah,
recycle. Yeah.
when he's playing it in Brotherhood, he can recycle it and play it every round.
Oh, look at that. 4 hits and a crit. 5
I
hits.
had oh, but she blocks 2 and has invulnerability, so 7. That's 4 damage.
Oh.
That's
This
enough.
is ridiculous. Quinn, I don't know what he sacrificed to the dice gods, but they're clearly pleased.
Oh man, that's yeah.
Maybe he's just like that.
Any small sliver of hope
It's
for
God.
Dame has just slipped away. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was so close to having enough power to play all according to plan. The tables might have been the other way around.
Yeah. Totally. But yeah,
He would have been able to. He probably would have been able to daze Magneto and then disarm Juggernaut.
I hope people at home, the newer players who can watch this game and can kind of see how it's not about just going after people and trying to daze them or knock them out. You really need to be thinking about scenario at all points, and what is the scenario? What are you doing to help you get scenario points? If that's dazing somebody, so be it. But many times it's not.
At least not all the time.
No.
Dazing people certainly helps.
Sure.
And especially when you're behind on points. When you're behind on points and the opponent is holding more extracts than you, like Quinn's been doing here ever since round 1, when he luckily found that Kree power core, then the pressure is on you to come to the opponent and make attacks into him to swing the game around. But and that might force you into disadvantageous positions, cost actions from for you having to move, while the opponent can just park on secures. So you have to stay awake on the extracts early game and not let points slip away too fast, because you may find yourself chasing and reacting to what your opponent's doing rather than dictating and controlling the game, so to speak.
Yeah. So Kingpin did a mediocre hit, not bad, but not great, into Rogue, but took stagger on her, which is nice.
Yep.
And maybe he just threw her.
Yeah, into the building, putting 1 more damage into her.
What's that building? Just a random building. Oh, after all those interesting names, it's just a building. Sad.
Building. Yeah. that was lazy.
That's pretty lazy.
We want to see names on every building, okay?
Yeah.
There has to be a story behind it.
There's the story. Because I was just thinking how this map is really interesting. If you take a look, there's kind of like this construction site on the bottom, and you see all the dirt from the trucks going in and out. I mean, that's
Punisher's battle van up there.
Yeah.
Parked beside the
cop car.
The mysterious building.
So yeah, what is that building?
Memorial building. I'm in favor. I approve of this.
All right, that's Kingpin done. Rogue is not.
I want a men's clothing store.
Yeah,
somewhere.
That would be amazing.
With my name on it.
Men's fashion, Huggies fashions. Huggies fashionable man. So that was Kingpin done. So it's over to Quinn. Build-A-Bear. Do you know about Build-A-Bear?
Build-A-Bear. Yeah, I actually do. My son got one of those from his grandparents a couple years back.
Yeah, Crabble House, Huggy's Haberdashery. That's good, but that's really good. Who made this map? We need to speak to this gentleman. Let's see. Uh, it is a few people. Oh, Morgan Reed. All right, I know him. At least we can see if we can work that out. um. So who's going? Who is going? Who's Quinn going to go with? Let's see. What does he need to win? 6 points. So he's going to get 1, 2, 3 at the south side, probably.
Yeah, it's not gonna end on points this round, but in 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 practice, this is
over.
more. This is over. Yeah, Magneto can just camp there. Kingpin is already gone. I mean, sure, Hood could get insanely lucky, but
Sure. Oh, look, he's
uh,
converting him now.
yeah.
Did he?
So appears that
He must have gotten hit.
yeah, he must have gotten hit from something.
By Rogue. So
Yeah.
I like this. Andrew Van's keeping it in theme and saying not build a bear, but assemble an Avenger. An Avenger factory.
Yeah. With robot superheroes. Wasn't that the Eternals though?
Oh gosh, yeah. Don't remind me. Oof. Oh, that was a pity film. I was like, well, I'm desperate. I haven't seen a film so long with the
I
pandemic.
guess you can't score them all. I mean, if you put out that many films, there's going to be a dud or two in there.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Mm. I am looking forward to see the Batman reboot in a couple of weeks' time. That'll be exciting for me.
Yeah.
All right. Is Rogue finished with Hood?
Possibly. No.
Now
the indeterminate building is coming through the air.
What do you mean? It's indeterminate. It's the haberdashery.
No. I want a proper building, not just my name slapped onto
some random
storage.
We're talking about Huggy Bear. No, a haberdashery, I believe, is a place that makes hats, isn't it? Let's see. Or just bad clothes haberdashery.
Maybe that's a new. Maybe we should do hats, Norbert.
Hats would be nice. What's a haberdashery? People. Goods, yes, such as men's clothing and accessories. Fallen out of favor.
Fantastic.
Yeah, no, it's perfect.
Haberdashery.
Yeah, I love it. I love
Make it so. And you will have my eternal gratitude.
No, it's different depending. In British English, it's refers to a business selling sewing, dressmaking, and knitting stuff like buttons, ribbons, and zips. But in the United States, it instead refers to a retailer who sells men's clothing. So, yeah. What does it mean in Australian English, though? That's the question. Any Australians in the chat? Please be an Australian in the chat. What time is it there? It's like 6 in the morning. Maybe it's Morgan. That'd be nice. Kingpin took a bit of extra damage.
Yeah.
He is still alive on 2 points.
Unlike Hood.
Hood got knocked out. And Magic.
Will be interesting to see who wins the duel between Toad and Bullseye. The Little League.
The Little League. Yeah, there they are over there, fighting over
Duel
that.
of the Sidekicks. the comic reliefs.
Yeah, this is the comic relief part of the film. Amazing. I watched the clip when Juggernaut tore. What the hell is his name now? Oh my god, he tore
Seems like Toad's healing himself here.
Ray Park.
Ray Park versus Colin Farrell. What's the name? What was the name of the guy playing Bullseye in the Netflix series?
Oh, don't tell me which. Okay, I don't know. I only know them from
Colin
the films.
Farrell is way more fun here.
Yeah,
Way more
yeah.
comic relief.
Yeah, for sure. Look at Hood, or Toad, being obnoxious as usual. Oh dear.
Or if you want to up the stake, you could say it's Darth Maul versus Alexander the Great.
Oh. Mm.
But yeah, Darth Maul just turned tail and ran. Turned tongue and ran.
Turn tongue and land. Oh God, Huggy. Ugh, ugh. Making me nauseous with that joke. Charles is saying it's tongue in cheek. Oh, terrible. Okay.
We're currently looking at. Oh man, we're looking at 5 points for Quinn currently. I suppose Bullseye could double move to deny either Rogue or Toad 1 point and score for himself.
Yeah. And get it back into the action.
Yep.
Let's see if that's what he does. Looks like he's picking
will
up.
swing.
Yep, so he's going to go over to towards Rogue.
But Dame does not have enough pieces left to put enough pressure on Magneto.
No. Well, he's only got 1 hit point though. That is so annoying. But Juggernaut's right there. Juggernaut would just scoop it right back up.
Quinn can also do. I mean, I suppose one likely first activation next round is Kingpin moving towards Magneto, trying to get some sort of extremely lucky Hail to the King into him. But Quinn could place his construct in such a way that he possibly blocks the landing spots for Kingpin, so that he can't get within 2. Not sure if that's possible, but certainly worth a try, I'd say.
All right. What, did he leave him up there? Seems like he did. Decided not to move him in the end. So now Juggernaut is... What is Juggernaut doing? No, why did he...
Pushing himself or advancing.
Yeah, 2 advances, now the push.
Or now the push.
No one stops Juggernaut.
Nope. Infinite pushes.
Not sure what Quinn is up to here. I guess scoring more points.
I mean...
Oh, good lord. Look how many
Oh,
times
man.
he pushed
Oh, man.
him.
Can he get... does he have a way of removing Bullseye?
Oh, he just pushed himself the entire board, like...
Yeah. I mean, can he... Oh, my God. Yeah. Yep, there goes. And that's 6 points for Quinn, ending the game right there.
Juggernaut is...
Did not see that coming. Yeah. That's Juggernaut for you.
Oh my goodness, no wonder everybody hates him. That is 16-6. Quinn wins it and retains.
Does he have a throw built in?
Take a quick look before we go over there.
I thought he only had a throw on that card, but Avatar of Sidrak apparently does.
Yeah, on his backside. That's right, when he loses his helmet.
Yeah, he does not have it on his front side, but on his backside. Oh, that's sneaky.
Yeah.
Sneaky throw.
Nice one. Right, that leaves Quinn qualified. He can continue, well, not qualified, but to continue towards the qualifier. Shall we go over to the game and talk to them in their chat channel?
Certainly.
All right, let's do it. Hello and good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, Norbert.
Good evening.
Hi, Dame. First of all, I want to apologize to you both for holding things up a little artificially. I literally was stuck outside the lift in my high-rise building, and there were people doing stuff, and I just sat there screaming, "No, why?"
No, I need to go see my OnlyFans viewers.
Yeah, my views. I need my views. So
I messaged Norbert like, "Don't you have stairs?" And he was like, "It's 13 floors."
and it
That
sounded
sounds like a lack of dedication, Norbert.
it was sounding like they were wrapping up whatever the hell they were doing. So I was like, I'm going to spend more time going up by the stairs. So I waited and it worked out. So thank you both for being patient and waiting for me to start the game when I could
Yeah, no
stream
Yeah,
it.
no problem. No problem.
And secondly, thank you very much also for being willing to stream the game. It's always really interesting for us, and it makes it really nice for all the people around the world to be able to take a look at this interesting match that we had here. So, Dame, let's start with you. I think everybody wants to know what influenced your choice of characters in this. You know, how did you decide on Criminal Syndicate rather than Black Order when you knew well, you had to decide. You know, is Quinn going to play Magneto or is he going to go the Mystique route?
Yeah, I figured that Juggernaut will be on the field,
Mm-hmm.
and even from this, I said I need some power with attacks. I mean, yeah, so some attacking power to deal with him. That's why, yeah, I went with this combination with aggressive approach with Corvus Proxima. But I did misplay on the first round, I think, because I forgot about this uh, placing one, which is mandatory for Proxima, and then I lost this dual activation. But it happens. I think I need more games to get used to these things.
Oh, for
And
sure.
yeah, also Brotherhood. I didn't play against Brotherhood yet,
Ah,
so this was first one. And I said even to Quinn that probably it will be a lot of surprises for me.
okay.
Baptism of fire.
Yeah. Quinn's one of the best players in England. I know his head is swelling right now, but
Oh,
so
well, I wouldn't go that far. Jeez.
don't worry about losing against Quinn, Dami. But I guess the question, we understood why you took Corvus and Proxima, but why didn't you go the whole way and take Thanos and make this a Black Order game?
I still wanted to have a bit more activations. Yeah, probably, maybe it will be good, better. Yeah, better choice. But we'll know this maybe some other time.
Yeah. Okay.
When it's another chance to go again against Brotherhood
Cool.
party.
One of the best resources you have is experience with one's list. So maybe criminals is what you've been playing the most and are most
Yeah.
familiar with.
I
Yeah.
included the Black Order for the league first time. I mean, even with just Criminal Syndicate, I didn't have really much much play because I started, as I talked with Quinn, started more or less at the end of last year.
Mm.
So yeah, it's
You
still a
certainly
new.
engineered a couple of really tense situations where it could have swung in your favor.
I tried.
Like
I tried.
if you would have had the power for a crucial all according to plan starting round 4 would have been very interesting in the Magneto Juggernaut Corvus Proxima situation there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dami, we were wondering why at the top of turn 3 you had the opportunity, you had enough power to play your all according to plan card and get Corvus, who was injured at the time, on his injured side, that is, get him to go first and then, you know, be able to do a lot of damage into Magneto and Juggernaut. What were you thinking about that? Because instead you went a more risky play, which was to try to do all the damage on your own after tanking a few attacks from Quinn in the first place.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. I will have to rewatch my my match and see if, yeah, I believe you. It was enough power, but I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Okay. Um, the other question I had, going over to Quinn now, what were you thinking about your team composition? You know, we saw there was a D map on this in play. We were thinking that you might go wide with Mystique, especially if it was going to be either Black Order or an aggressive criminal syndicate thing. What made you choose to go Magneto and narrow?
So I think into both of those affiliations, Criminal Syndicate and Black Order, Mystique runs into a couple of problems. The first one is obviously against Criminal Syndicate. If I'm going as wide as they are, they have the advantage in the early game in terms of capping points, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then into Black Order, I feel like I don't have the necessary firepower to bring down like the likes of Corvus and Thanos, because I mean that is sort of how you win Black Order games: is you flip Thanos, so you lose the VPs, and then you work on getting rid of Corvus. Uh, it also puts me completely out of contention for ever really getting priority. Whereas with the 4 wide list that I ran, I knew that like if I had a bad turn and a couple of characters got dazed before they activated, there was going to be a window where potentially I get to activate first, which might be able to swing things around.
Mm.
Also, I just really like Magneto. He's good.
Yeah, so you're just using Mystique as his henchman rather than thinking about her as a leader.
Yeah, like Mystique's more of just an affiliated 3 that is, good in a few slots. Actually, into Black Order, she's not bad because of Deception. It sort of gives me my own sort of turn 1 tractor beam, as it were.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's not really there to be leading the affiliation.
Yeah, understood. All right, going back over to Dame, you know, a massive impact on this game right out the gate was stupid Juggernaut finding the Kree core
Yep.
straight away. Dame, what were
Mm.
you thinking? How were you going to adjust your game plan when that happened?
Yeah, the plan was then to move to that side of the field to deal with him. But as I said, I did this stupid mistake
Mhm.
to attack with spear throw. Maybe I should I mean, if I just get ready for the next round, just with double activation and then get priority, it would be probably much better. But yeah,
Mhm.
it turned out as it has. So
I think that's one of the biggest lessons of this game for anybody watching is the priority manipulation would.
yeah, sure. I mean, I was going for that, but that mandatory move to range 1 was was the thing that stopped there.
Yeah, sure.
It's a very interesting, but also a very, very hard part of this game, priority manipulation. It's not the only way to play, for sure. There are other Guardians, for instance, care very little about priority, but we've seen over the seasons players going quite far, all the way to the finals, possibly, are usually quite skilled at priority manipulation. Pat certainly being one of them.
So Quinn, you must have been stoked when that Kree core was flipped.
Oh yeah, like I was just like, oh great, now everyone has to go to Juggernaut, which means Asteroid M is going to be a thing, which means Magneto's going to have the time of his life.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like you blew every one of your cards at once.
Well, yeah, because I took what 4 damage from that spear throw, which was
Yeah, that was
really
nuts.
quite scary. So I had to end up using the Asteroid M to get Magneto in to get the Days on Proxima, and then Medpact and Extremist Juggernaut to give him a little top up. And then the next round, like, yeah, everything sort of had to get used because I did 2 attacks and all the terrain throws I could into Corvus, and he was left on 1. And luckily, Juggernaut had enough power because of the damage in order to pick him up and throw him into Proxima to Dazen.
Yeah, totally. I thought the dice rolls on both sides at the beginning opening parts of this game were amazing. They were just making it so interesting.
Yeah, that like especially the Kriegel, like
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, that rarely happens, but it is hugely impactful on the game. All right, Huggy, any questions?
Yeah, I was thinking about the Quinn's team composition here. I personally find it quite gutsy to play 4 wide on a D shape. It usually means, at least in my experience, that you end up having to place expensive characters on points rather than using their actions for attacks. Do you have a lot of experience playing 4 wide on Ds with
Uh,
Brotherhood?
I've got a decent amount. Sort of the main key points regarding that is, I mean, you have Toad, who is completely a waste activation to stand on a point. You then also have to factor in Asteroid M being a really an absolutely huge reposition on the board, depending on when it gets played. And sort of focusing on the extract game then allows you to kind of castle up on 2 of the points, which then forces your opponent to come to them, which means they're wasting 2 characters set on points, whereas my characters on points are still contributing because the fight has come to them, in effect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this time it basically came down to the fact that it was a slow extract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, also, even with the faster extracts, because I have priority and I have Juggernaut, I can probably get, say it's a cubes or a spider infected, I can get the midline one early and retreat with it as well, which means that, once again, the whole castling idea can still work.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Either of the players have anything else they want to add about the game?
I'm sorry I blew up Corvus so much.
Yeah, well, it happened.
Yeah.
Really hot dice on your part.
Yeah, the dice were crazy. And Quinn, you were rolling not only good attack dice, but also good defense dice in some instances.
Yeah, my defense dice were really nice in addition to the cover from Refraction.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
There were a couple points early on where I rolled 2 or 3 skulls in every Magneto attack, and I was just like, why? Why would you do this to me, Fate?
No, I know. I think you gave the proper sacrifices to the dice gods because they favored you. They smiled tonight on you both. So, look, this means that, Dame, we wish you a lot of fun in the rest of the league. We hope you continue playing and enjoying those games and learning quite a bit because you have another 6 weeks. You thinking of any mid-season swaps, or are you going to stick with this roster?
I have some small changes in mind, but we'll see. I mean, it's one more game, and then probably just a minor things to change, not something big. Because as I said, I need more experience and
Yeah.
just maybe fixing on one list for the. I mean, for the major part of the list to stay the same and play games, and yeah, as you said, enjoy. Hope to enjoy.
Yeah. I think that's a
It's a
smart
great
move.
community, so I hope you will have very enjoyable games and learn a lot over the course of the coming rounds.
Yeah.
And hope to see more of you in the future.
Yeah. We'll hope to see you in the finals sometime. That'd be great. And
Hope.
sorry?
Yeah, let's hope so. And also, thanks for the opportunity to be on stream. I hope it wasn't too much waste of time because it was decided quickly.
I think.
Oh no! I would say there were. I mean, it might have felt one-sided, but there were certainly times with tension.
Yes.
Where things could have gone, actions could have taken another turn, and we most certainly enjoyed ourselves.
Yeah, it's always fun watching MCP, no matter what's going on. Quinn, you're dancing on the knife's edge, and you managed to kind of keep your balance. So you've got to continue this for the next, what is it, 4 rounds?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Oh boy!
I'm referring to the fact, of course, that you've lost the first round, sadly, which means, and you need to be X and 1 to be able to get into the elimination rounds. Yeah. So you need to win literally every game now. And the competition in season 7, even in the beginning rounds, has been noted to be higher than ever before, let alone at the end when you start to get really into the cream of the players playing the league.
The situation isn't too dissimilar to my situation last season where I was handed loss in the second round against Art. So once again, I sort of had that pressure of, you need to win all these games to get in. So I don't know. Maybe this is just my thing. Maybe I just lose early.
Yeah, it gives you motivation, doesn't it?
Yeah, then I have like my Rocky montage, and eventually I push through.
Are you already thinking of any mid-season swaps, or are you happy?
Depending on the legality of them, I'm very tempted by a Criminal Syndicate roster with Shadowlands Daredevil.
Okay.
He seems a very interesting piece. I've had like one sort of practice game with him. I've knocked about with like sort of setting up a roster. I'm like, yeah, I think he could be real good.
But Brotherhood, you said you like a lot, and they've gotten so much beefier with the newest releases coming out. I'd be surprised if you're switching midstream if you're on a hot streak with them.
That's the thing. I've not really been on a hot streak with them. Like the last couple of games I played, they've done terribly. Like I think the Brotherhood game I played before this one, I threw basically every piece of terrain on the board, and my opponent took like 5 damage overall, and it was like, oh no.
Well, I think you maybe just warming up. That's all. And again, you need just the right motivation, and having one loss is motivation.
Yeah, potentially. I mean, equally, as a player, I tend to jump about a lot between factions, so maybe the Siren's Call of Shadowlands Daredevil will win me over.
Wonderful. All right, we'll be following your progress very closely. Hopefully, we'll see you in the elimination rounds.
Hopefully so.
Wonderful. Okay, thank you very much, both players again, and thank you everybody in the chat for helping us have a great time tonight. I hope you enjoyed it, and most of all, thank you, Huggy, for being back in the commenter chair. It is wonderful to have you again.
Thank you, Norbert. It was enjoyable as always, and this is a very comfy chair.
Amazing. All right then, everybody, I wish you all a good night.
Night, everyone.